Hi, Rachel. How are you today, Rachel?
So good. I'm great. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, great. That's right. Yeah, I flew solo last week, so I'm going to say hello to everybody. I'm Dr. Julie Gilbert from Oregon Weight and Wellness, along with Coach Extraordinaire Rachel Matthews. So, and we are just continuing our conversation with Eat, Move, Sleep. That's right. And we're on YouTube now. Yay. Yeah, we're also going to be on Facebook, YouTube. Today we're live streaming on YouTube, but we'll also put this on our Facebook page, right? So we're figuring all those things out. Not a techie. Okay, my name is Julie. I'm not a techie. But thankfully, I have smart people in my life that know how to do these things. But you're welcome to join us live or watch us later. And we're just enjoying a nice conversation about health and healthy habits and healthy lifestyle. So, to structure that, we've been reading through Eat, Move, Sleep by Tom Rath. And Rachel, what chapter are we on this week?
Okay, we are on chapter 22. It's the ultimate anti-aging solutions.
Okay. Yeah.
Today is a little bit, going to touch into our vanity a little bit.
Ooh, okay. I know. Well, I looked in the mirror before, believe it or not.
We're trying to be coiffed here and be a little bit put together.
That's right.
But everybody likes to look good. When we feel like we look good, we feel good, and that's actually
right.
Look good even more. So he's got 3 ideas in this chapter about anti-aging solutions. The first is to get a tan from tomatoes.
What?
So, I know. He talks about your healthy glow can actually be from not just the sun, and which is how we normally equate it with having a little tan, a little color in our cheeks.
Yes, yeah.
Also get this from the foods that we eat, which actually give us those phytochemicals and vitamins and minerals that give us healthy hair and skin and teeth.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they did an experiment, and he says that they found in people who ate additional portions of fruits and vegetables, they were rated as, by other people rated them as having a healthier glow.
Yeah, I would say that's exactly correct because, so many of us spend so much money on hair products and skin products and, something for acne or dry skin or whatever. And more important than what you put on your skin, very important, what kind of product you put on your skin for sure. And I'm not talking about that. But more importantly, on what you put on your skin is what you put inside your body, right? That's how we make our skin. We make our skin from what we put in our body.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. Yeah. It reminds me of the saying that food is data. Food is information for our cells, for our bodies. And if we give it corrupt, damaged, and damaging information, it doesn't have a lot to work with. But when we give whole, clean, real food, it says, oh, I know exactly how to make what I need to make with this.
Exactly. Yeah, very good. Yeah. And his point is that specifically, I think he points out tomatoes and carrots and the carotenoids in them give a color to our skin. Now, I have seen people, my sister being one of them, eat too many carrots and she's orange,
Oh, it happened to me. I seriously, I make a carrot soup in the winter, and I make it all the time, and I freeze massive amounts of it, and I just can't get enough of it. I love it so much. And one year I was teaching fitness classes, and all the ladies were like, Rachel, you're kind of like an Oompa Loompa. You kind of look orange. And I was like, do I? Yeah, I think it's the carrots. And I had been eating like carrot soup for, lunch and dinner for like 3 days straight. So I probably overdid it a little bit, but I did like that. And it was the dead of winter. And I kind of did like that I had a little bit of a tan.
A tan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And the other thing that I learned about tomatoes specifically, and I think it's the lycopene, and you can check me on that, Rachel, check me on that. And it gives a natural sun. It's like a natural sunblock. So even I'm
Oh.
getting a glow from the
Mhm.
carotenoid. I'm
Mhm.
getting healthy amount of UV light when I'm in the sun. But then I have this antioxidant protection
Mhm.
from the tomato, from the food that I'm eating.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. This is kind of one of the reasons why not everybody who goes in the sun gets skin cancer. You know,
Right.
we have to be smart about sun
Mhm.
exposure.
Mhm.
But if um, we have these ways of building antioxidants and protecting ourselves
Mhm.
from
Mhm.
the oxidative stresses of sun and certain chemicals and environmental toxins and even the foods we eat.
Right.
We have a way to do this, but we have to feed our bodies the correct data
Yeah.
in the form of good nutrition.
That's exactly right. And fruits and vegetables, fruits and vegetables, top of the list.
That's right. That's where it's coming from. So
Yeah, that's right.
excellent. Okay.
All right. Next step.
Two.
Next. Yeah. Tip.
Yeah. Look younger with each step. So
Mhm.
he talks about a really interesting research study that they did with mice. Now, of course, this is with mice, and it's not always necessarily applicable to humans, but we can learn a lot about these studies. And he said that in the mice that did not exercise, they became extremely frail. Listen to these words. I don't want these words. Okay, ready? Extremely frail,
Mm.
decrepit. They had
Mm.
smaller muscles, brains, enlarged hearts, and shrunken gonads.
Oh,
And their hair was patchy and gray.
yeah. Yeah.
Again, same study, but now they give mice the ability to go on the
Mm.
little wheel, the hamster wheel.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
these mice were unlike their sedentary peers. They were full of dark pelts. They had higher muscle mass and brain volume, normal gonads, and normal size hearts.
Yeah. 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 I think that proves true in humans too, because we know that when we exercise, we increase something called BDNF, brain derived neurotropic factor that makes new brain cells. Yeah. So keeps our brain volume more normal as we get older.
Mhm,
So we are aging more gracefully. So
mhm.
we're making, when we move our bodies, BDNF, when we move our bodies, we maintain our muscle mass, because if we don't move it or use it, we lose it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
we can really see it in aging populations that you know those people who are, 90 and they're still like out there walking and you're like, you're still walking because you're still walking.
Yes.
That's why. Yeah. So, it points to if ever you needed another reason to get that walk in today,
Mhm.
maybe just think of your vanity and your
Mhm.
gray hairs or
Right.
you know, your muscle mass and let that be an extra little driver
Yeah.
for motivation.
A little motive. Yeah. A little vanity goes,
It does.
yeah,
I mean,
long way.
you know.
Mhm.
All right. Number 3 is sleep to impress. So he
Mhm.
says that when they did a study again, people who were sleep deprived were rated as looking less healthy, less
Mm.
attractive, and more tired.
Mhm.
And this is interesting. He says sleeplessness is one of the only major conditions that's visible on the outside
Mm.
before it takes its long-term toll on the inside.
Yeah.
Because we can see it, right? One night of the bat, and you're like, oh, I'm puffy. My bags under my eyes are deep. I mean, we know it. We can feel it. And we can
Mhm.
certainly, a colleague walks into the door and you're like, oh, you must oh, you look bad.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It is. It's sad when they ask you over and over and over, did you sleep okay last night?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. But sleep is so important. We've talked about this before, Rachel, how
Yeah.
restorative. I mean, there is a purpose for sleep, and that is to restore our bodies, to regenerate, to recharge.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it is so important to protect that
Mhm.
sleep. Um, and by going to bed at
Yeah.
the same time every night, getting up at the same time every morning, and having a sleep routine and a ritual,
Mhm.
and all the sleep hygiene things that really help to get a good night's sleep. So it's so important for our aging.
For our aging as well. Yes. It's just, you can't say it enough. And I think that if we remember that there's a purpose, so basically what he's doing in these 3 topics here is he's saying there's a purpose, a reason to sleep well, right? Because we want to look good, we want to feel refreshed. There's a reason that we eat tomatoes and carrots. There can be additional reasons other than just I'm supposed to.
Right. Yeah, it's good for me. Yeah,
it's good for me. There's more.
My mom told me so. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And along with what you were saying about sleep being the restorative portion of the day, right? When our bodies are doing that, it's also taking out the garbage.
Right.
And that really kind of hits me more than I know that it's restoring me. I visualize like taking out the toxins, taking out the garbage. And I want to get rid of that. So I like to visualize what my body's doing at sleep is like big old, hefty bags. And it's like taking out the garbage. And it's like, oh, I wake up like clean and like garbage laying around.
Yeah, because even with the cleanest lifestyle, we still have end products. Just making our energy for the day and our little mitochondria, our little energy organelles in the cells. That process in itself creates waste. We call that reactive oxygen species. And part of the ways to get rid of that waste is to sleep. Yeah. Just even thinking, talking, all the decisions that you make during the day with your brain creates a little waste product. Yeah. And then we got to go to sleep to download and take out that trash so that we can wake up and be ready for that next day.
Yes. Yeah. I love that. That, I didn't realize, I didn't know the name of what they were called. And it's just such a good reminder that even just normal living,
normal living,
you're still going to create waste.
Yeah. So, all right. Great conversation.
Yeah.
Rachel, I think you were going to tell us about something coming up.
Ooh, we do. We have an exciting event coming up, and now we're still in the process of making it happen, but the event is going on with or without us, but we want to do it. And it's called Fill Your Pantry. And it does happen across the state, I believe, in a couple of other cities, but the one that we are going to be attending is in Corvallis, Oregon. And it's part of a farmer's market, but the idea is come and stock up on some of the less perishable farmer's market type foods, grains and some of those carrots and onions and things that last much longer that we can kind of store up for the winter.
Beans. Did you say beans?
Beans. No, I didn't say beans.
Oh, okay.
But beans, yes. And there's also meats. And so you can go online, you can pre-order if you wanted to really order like a large portion. You can also just show up and purchase things from these local farmers. And it's an event on November 5th, Sunday, November 5th from 12 to 3. And I know you and I are planning on being there.
We're going to rally some of the rest of our team, to come. And it'll be a fun get together. And maybe we can invite others of our family, of our OWW family, to come.
Yes. We want to encourage you. Yeah. Invite others, not only from our OWW family, but from our own families and from people in our, health communities. And really as a way to have fun together and shop, but also to learn from one another and to explore, foods that you may not have seen before. I know whenever I go to the farmer's market, I see a vegetable I've never seen before. And I'm like, what is this thing? Where is it in, and what do I do with it? That's a hard one. What do I do with this? So keep an eye out. We'll keep talking about it on Thursdays as reminders, but we will be posting it in our Facebook pages and, you will be aware of it. If you're a member of Oregon Weight and Wellness, you'll be seeing it in the newsletter October 1st as that comes out in your email.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks for that, Rachel. And then, you're going to be reminding us about that regularly. So that's great because I need all the reminders I can get. All right. Now tell us, are you making carrot soup tonight?
Well, no, but now I want to. I'm like, I need a little sun. I need some carrot soup. So now it's going on my list, and it's the season. It's carrot
Yeah,
soup.
yeah, we're getting into that soup season. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But no, dinner tonight is always it's leftovers because I always do a bunch of cooking and batching on Wednesdays. But we had small group last night and we brought food and we made stuffed potatoes. So what I have left over from last night is my roasted chickpeas, a sunflower seed creamy dressing, and the homemade, and steamed wilted kale. So I'm just going to make bowls out of that, basically. Yeah,
That's delightful.
I'll probably cook up some other. They had steamed broccoli last night, and so I need to make up my own broccoli or cauliflower, something to go along with it. Yeah. So that's our dinner.
Yummy.
How about you?
Yeah, and my husband is roasting, slow roasting meat on the bone. Not quite the sous vide style, but it's a slow roasted, lower temperature meat on the bone. Some of the grass fed beef that we have, and then we're going to try that in a cactus tortilla. So a little processing there, but really it's a 3-ingredient tortilla. So we didn't make it ourselves. I did buy this, but lower carb, really high fiber. Yeah, so we're going to try that. And then, of course, add all kinds of yummy vegetables with that, onions and peppers, and for the most part. And then I'm going to get some cabbage in there too. So yeah, and it's going to have all kinds of great spices in there, chili pepper and cumin and garlic. Yeah. Paprika, So
where did you find the cactus tortillas?
Yeah, well, I ordered it. Jeff Bezos.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
He's in a little trouble right now. We're not sure what's going to happen. The feds are after him, so we'll see. But Amazon. So they're made from cactus. Is that
what? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So I never knew you could eat cactus until I met people that ate cactus. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay, that's exciting. I'll be excited to hear how that turns out. I'll have to look those up for myself.
All right. All right. Well, thanks, Rachel, and always good to talk with you. And until next time, stay healthy, everybody.
Be well. Bye, everybody. Thanks.